How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are
I'm fine.
you?
I'm very fine. I'm trying to get Ibi Fubara to join us also.
Okay.
Ibi, can you send a request so that I can just have you join us immediately? Ibi Fubara, can you send a request to join the live so that we can hit it up straight up? Um, I'm waiting for Ibi Fubara to send a request. So today basically is a final Sunday live eviction show before we have the winner, and a lot of people are excited. A lot of people are looking forward to what the evictions will look like today. Looking at the fact that we've seen the parents of these people come into the house, right?
Yeah.
Good. But I want to ask first off, who has surprised you the most on the show?
Hmm. I think I would have to go with like the general answer. Everyone knows this. Immersive. Like
Okay,
her. What'd you say?
go ahead. I'm listening.
Yeah, I feel like in the beginning,
Okay.
is it's like, oh, okay, how she came to the show. Everyone was surprised. Like, who is this? Who's this person? And all of a
Hello.
sudden, hi.
Hi, beautiful.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm chill. How are you guys?
I'm very well. I'm very well. Good to have you
Good.
here. Great. Go ahead. Go ahead. Grace, you were talking to us about that. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like she came in looking all, and all of a sudden she had the strongest strategy. She became like the most loved person outside the house. Everyone coming out of the house, they're like, oh, okay, so this is what is happening outside, right? No one really like knew her story in the
Mm.
house. And I feel like for me, that's the person that surprised me the most, in my
Okay.
opinion.
So, for those of you just joining us from wherever part of the world you're joining us, this is the massive session. Who is going home tonight? And of course, we'll bring you a recap of everything that has happened during the show. And this video is probably brought to you by the one and only Gardens. Now, I'm going to ask you, Bifubara. You were in the
Yeah.
house at some point. First of all, how are you doing? Bifubara, can you hear me? Her videos have been paused a little. Bifubara, can you hear me? Okay, I don't think she can hear me at the moment. So now, for Emisi, I personally would have said that, looking at the show, no one would have
Yeah.
thought that she would have gone in that trajectory during the show
Mm-hmm.
because when you look at it, you just wonder like, okay, this girl, she's brought another strategy that looks like one strategy
Of
of
course, of
more.
course.
You understand?
Let's see if
So
Nigerians will fall for this.
you understand. Let's see if Nigerians will fall for this strategy. And you literally could see that, oh, even you're welcome back. You literally could see that some
I don't know
people,
what happened.
yeah, you just froze. Okay, so let me ask you, how are you doing?
hmm
How are you doing?
I'm I'm chill, thank you. Just have a little cold, but I'm chill. How are you guys doing?
Well, you look fresh. You've come out of the house. You've enjoyed outside. I've been seeing you go parties and all of that stuff, right? What does it feel like being an alumni of Big Brother?
What does it feel like? First of all, coming out is obviously very different. You were, or I was just a random person the other day, and I went on this show and I came out, and people randomly just know my name and think they know my story. I think that's the best way to put it. But
Yeah.
yeah, like yesterday, I went to Ibadan randomly. Just I wanted to watch a play, so I went there, and I was on the train. Or before I got on the train, someone just said, "Oh, hi, Bifubara," and like he looked at me in so much like amazement, like, "Hello, what are you doing here with us?" It was just funny, like the way he was looking at me. I was like, "Oh, I'm going on the train," and he was like, "Okay." But it's just a lovely, it's lovely, mostly lovely, when I get to do the things that I wanted to do, or
Okay.
I thought that I was going to do before the house. But there are down days where it just feels like the platform just came with a lot, or just like people
Yeah.
thinking, they know me, or they have opinions about
About
me that they think is, they have to share. So, yeah, the platform, has started, will I say, kickstarting my journey into being a brand influencer and just like doing the things that I want, like having a podcast. So I'm grateful nonetheless.
Beautiful. When is the podcast coming up? I know we're on it and all
Okay,
that stuff.
so
Yeah.
we should have a snippet by this week. We should have a
Oh,
snippet by
fantastic.
this week. Of this
Fantastic.
is yeah, we should have
Fantastic.
a snippet by this week. Yeah,
Okay,
but
so
you know,
it's
go on.
we're in week 9 of the show, or
It's
week 10.
crazy.
I think we're in week 10 of the show. Today
Yeah,
makes
we're
it
about
week
to enter week
10.
10. Yeah.
By
Yeah,
Sunday, by next week Sunday, the show is over.
I'm excited.
We have 3 people in the finals. We have Sultana, we have Mesan,
Mental.
of course, we have K-Bobo. So I first want to ask, would you have seen these 3 people in the finals?
Um, me or her?
You,
Are
you,
you
you,
asking?
you, you before that.
Okay. Uh, would I have seen them? Honestly,
Yeah.
well, like Sultana and Mensan, yes. Well, Mensan was not from the beginning. I would say like from mid-season. I would say yes because he gathered
Mesan,
some kind of love
okay,
mid-season.
okay.
Yes, he did. Sultana, yes, absolutely. I would like. It's not surprising that she's there, but capable. Not really. Like I didn't see it coming. However, because the game is a game of luck,
Okay.
Yeah.
it's not all like, oh, okay, so it's a game of luck. So me seeing anybody there is like good luck, like lucky you rather. So but I did not necessarily see him, but I'm very, he's a pleasant person, so I'm very glad that he got to where he is now.
But Faith, Grace, I was going to say that I think that why would you use 10 million naira out of the prize money to go to the finals? Do you think that was a right move by Capable?
I mean, in my opinion, it was. I feel like it was ridiculous, to be honest, because like, what are the odds that you might win the show, right? And you just took away that huge chunk of money away from the prize. But I mean, good luck to him, and I don't think he would have like chosen the other option because who are these people that he knows, right? He doesn't know any of them, so he has no reason to put another person before him, right? So everyone is just like trying to like do what is best for them. So yeah.
Okay, so I watched the last Saturday and Thursday pool party, and did you see that for the first time somebody wore pajamas to that party was
Mm.
sponsored by Gardens. You saw the pajamas that Missy wore to that party. I mean, who wears that?
He
What kind
kills
of
me.
please, please. I mean, what came to your mind when you saw that about her? Because I mean, I feel like she's a girl who everybody's thinking should win at the moment. I don't root for anybody on the show. Anytime I come on board to talk like this, I don't try to root for anybody. I feel like the 2 people that would stand on that day on stage for me would be Emisi and Faith,
Hey,
personally. That's what I think. I'm not sure. But let's talk about that outfit, please. What do you think about the outfit she wore at the pool party? Because I mean, anytime you see parties like that, you just know that somebody's going to do somehow.
I mean, for me, I would say that everybody came to the house with their individual sense of style.
Yeah,
One for one, and it wasn't out of character to see that outfit. So when I don't watch completely, but I saw the updates from I think Bbnaija or somewhere. So
okay.
when I saw it, I was like, oh, okay. And I moved on because in my head, I'm like, oh, this is very on brand or very, it wasn't out of character for her. So it was just like, whatever, like she can do whatever. At this point,
Yeah,
everybody's trying to win the money. So if
okay.
this is going to feel like, it is on brand for her, especially
Yeah.
with the games she's been playing from the beginning, then
Yeah.
absolutely, like she should go ahead, and do whatever it takes to win it. So yeah, that was my opinion about it.
Great, Grace, what was your opinion about that when you saw it?
I wasn't surprised to be honest. Like she said, it wasn't out of character because it's missing. She continues to like bring out more ways to shock people and to make people talk. That's her thing. So I just saw it. I laughed. I'm like, okay, I wonder what's next, right? It's like you're anticipating something, right?
Okay.
Because like, what's next now? Do now?
I just personally hope that she doesn't wear a pajama for the finals. My personal thoughts, but that's on the side. We saw that for the second time this season, somebody had a double strike. Ziza.
Mm.
I feel like this season was sort of free, or we didn't have much strikes like we had in previous seasons. And I think it's
Yeah.
because Big Brother has literally allowed the housemates to be themselves. When you try to walk up the house, when you get upstairs, you see do the most, reaching somewhere around the locker room.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
personally
I'm
think
saying.
that everything that Big Brother wrote there, he meant. But what do you think about what happened between Zita and Ruboy? Um, I personally just think that was. I think that Zita should go for some anger management classes. Very honest, my thoughts. Because how do you pour hot noodles? How would you have reacted, Ibi, in that moment if that was you?
Mm, the
I know
I
Zita.
don't
I
know
know.
if
I
it's
don't know if
very
Zita. I don't know if Zita is
supportive.
your friend though, because I know
No,
that
no, no.
you're trying to ask
Zita
now.
is not particularly a friend. She's just somebody that I was comfortable with in the house. So that's the
Okay.
best way to put it. We're not particularly
Okay.
friends. We just did not
Okay.
have. We connected in terms of we just like making sure the girls were okay. That's the best way to put it.
Okay.
But yeah, I wouldn't say I would react exactly the same way with Ruboy, as Ruboy did, because I am particularly, but I wouldn't say I wouldn't at the same time. So the thing is that he reacted. It was a reflex thing, when he reacted. So
Yeah.
it's she poured it on him, and immediately it's when someone it's a flight or fright thing. So immediately it was like he wasn't expecting it. So when it happened, I could see the shock on his face, like what just happened? But immediately he struck her, because when somebody hits you or someone does something like that to you, the next thing to do is to defend yourself. And in that
Right.
moment, he felt like he needed to defend himself. For me,
Mhm.
why I said that for me is very different is that in situations like that, I don't necessarily resort back to hitting people immediately because of just like how far gone I am when it comes to dealing with violent
Being a
situations. I
therapist,
would
so it's
rather like I
understandable.
would
Yeah.
yeah, I would have moved back instead, and walked out or like said some stuff with my words, right? Because I'm
Yeah.
just not the person that hits or strikes people generally. But again, like I said, it's an individual thing. However, I'm not really like I don't fault Ruboy for what he did per se, because it's not necessarily like it wasn't a pleasant thing. It's not pleasant for food, hot food or whatever, or food someone is eating to be poured on you. Like it's not something that is pleasant at all. Obviously I don't like advocate for like men or people hitting people generally or men hitting women generally, just in case anybody's watching, please. Because you know me. However, it's just a thing that I am not surprised that happened, obviously, with the whole thing. And it wasn't really pleasant, especially because they were friends. I think I said something to somebody that this is very different if they are not friends, but they're friends. And I don't think it's necessary to, if at all you're a violent person or you're a person that wants to do all of those things, doing it to a friend is a little bit off. Is very, very off. It's like when your friend is annoying you in situations,
Yeah.
it's to hash it out with words. Like you guys will talk, you can even insult or whatever, but like to hit your friend, like, or to pour your friend food, it's not necessarily a pleasant thing. So it wasn't pleasant to watch when I saw it. Yeah, it wasn't pleasant to watch at all.
But Grace, don't you think that she should have been disqualified?
Mm.
In my opinion, I feel like they should have both gotten penalized. I
Why?
mean,
Why?
to be honest,
So,
like I
yeah,
don't,
go ahead. Go
I don't
ahead.
know what the conversation was about because I saw the clip. I didn't watch it live. I don't know what the conversation was about, but she kept on saying, "Oh, don't provoke me, don't get me upset." I'm like, "You calm down first. Like, take it easy. Whatever you guys are talking about, walk it off. You're getting angry, right?
Yeah.
Everything's about self-control, self-discipline." So in that moment that she threw it was probably a sensitive topic. I don't know, to be honest, but like in that moment that she threw the pot and he reacted that way, I was like, wow, okay. So if this was like a guy to guy thing, I would have still said the same thing. It was wrong for him to react that way. So how much more a girl, like a lady?
Okay.
So I feel like that was still a violent act which she should have gotten penalized for.
Okay. But it
But
wasn't it
for
wasn't violent enough for her to go home.
I mean, she should be going, but like he should have actually like gotten his own fair share of the punishments. To be
But we don't.
honest,
Funny
I
enough.
sort of agree with you because of with our rule book and all of that. Even if you're
yeah,
provoked, as long
yeah,
as you hit back, yeah, you're supposed to be
of
at
course,
least
of
punished
course.
some
He
way.
wasn't
So
penalized.
it's
He
a thing.
wasn't penalized, right?
No. She got
No.
a double strike, I think. But it
Yeah,
wasn't.
but
I
he
think
didn't.
so. The thing is that it's not like they're just coming up and say, "Oh, you take strike." They go back and analyze the situation properly
Yeah,
to see,
yeah.
So maybe when they watched it, they didn't feel like it was provocative enough that she would react that way, and that was what happened. So yeah,
Uh,
that's what I think happened when they went back to watch it. If not, they
um,
would have given him a strike.
hmm. So, do you think also that Faith should have gotten a double strike? Because after this whole period, we started seeing a video of where Faith poured noodles that was in a pot on Imisi.
Like even I think there's this time someone broke. I think it was Inisi that broke a bottle. Like the beginning was kind of like dramatic,
It was dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
short.
Did the
A
Missy
lot
break a
was going
bottle,
on.
or she brought out a knife, or I don't
Even
know.
worse, because I'll be scared to live in that kind of environment that someone is literally threatening me with an object that can literally take my
Yeah.
life, and you are speaking in a language that I do not understand. So a lot of questions were like, being raised outside, like, what's going on? Is Big Brother sleeping? Why is he not doing anything about it? Someone is pouring hot noodles on another person is threat. I'm like, what's going on? Like,
Ah.
so now that you're
But
not giving strikes all of a
anything
sudden,
concerning that, at the end of the day, like I said, they always analyze these things, and if they feel like,
yeah,
in a bid to not make the show vanilla, right?
mm,
They
Yeah,
try to only like talk about things that feel almost that could lead or result in someone
yeah,
actually being hurt, right? So
yeah.
that is why
yeah,
I would say that he hasn't gotten maybe a strike or double. However, I believe that if the next thing he does, or if he does anything next or whatever, it's possible that it will lead straight to disqualification, because with
it's too
Zita,
late.
for instance, I mean, if he gets disqualified before
Yeah, you
before
might get
winning, it's
disqualified in the
not too
final
late.
week. Anything can happen. Anything
It's
can
not too
happen.
late.
Wow.
So it's the
Mhm.
thing where if he gets disqualified, it's a bigger blow for him, because I use Zita's example. So when anything happened with me, she got nothing, no warning, nothing, zero, zilch.
Yeah.
However, the reason why it's a double strike is also it's a history thing. So they are looking at the fact that she's hit somebody's fork or knife with a pot before, and she's done this, so she had to take double, right? Not because
Mm.
of that, not necessarily that it's a strike for that one, but it's a strike because the behavior is repeated. So
Yeah.
Hmm.
if Faith does something even wilder than he has, he would probably get disqualified,
I
or
mean,
a double strike.
Bright did something like that. He just, he shoved Faith, remember, and then he got a
Mm,
double strike. But do you also think
yes,
that
True, true.
do you think Faith is provocative? I think it's sort
absolutely.
of provocative because he tends to come at you to try to do something. And this week that he lost the head of house,
Mm,
challenger game, it's been a
He
hell
was
for
mm-hmm,
him.
humble. He was
But
really
do
humble.
you like the dynamic that happened between him and Sultana this week, and the fact that uh, he would say, "You guys cannot win without me," blah blah blah, and all of that. Please, what do you think about that kind of behavior? A lot of people are thinking that is this guy okay?
mm. Honestly, just like from being me, I like to use my own from when I was in the house to talk
You're a
about faith.
you're a therapist. So tell us
Yeah.
that behavior you
So he
see.
is
Yeah,
he is provocative. That's for sure. But I think that is his game plan. His game plan is to actually take out people. Like it's almost like for you to do the thing that will lead to your disqualification, not
wow.
his. So he's spoken about it before. I don't think people are listening to Face, but he's spoken about how, like, it makes more sense to take out like the stronger guys out of the game. So whenever he's focusing on people, it's usually people that he thinks that they have, like, I don't know, fan base or people that love them or have stayed for a while. So he's
Yeah,
done with Imisi, he's done with Sultana, he's done with Bright. These are people that he thought that, like, okay, to a very large extent, and even Tamalosin. So if you
yeah,
look at his history, you'd understand that, right? And that's for sure. That's at the side. However, like, Faith is is smart, right? And the thing about the task is that ego always comes to play when it comes to task. I say that because of somebody that has been in task and the team that has won, and I was with Faith and I had a full outburst, a fight with Faith because of this thing, right? And in the fight, Faith was like, "Oh yeah, like, I'm adding no value to the team. Where is my contribution?" So as a person that adds value to the team, haha, I let it play out. So I had the altercation with Faith, spoke about it first, all of that. Then I went to bring all of the things that I did. Like I had like notes and notes and notes, even beyond like him. Like it was notes and notes, and he just later came and was just apologizing to me, and I was like, I know you're smart, I know you're this, you're not like other people. It's just that I got provoked. He's just like that. He does these things in front of people, because the thing that also led to that fight with me and him was like he called Tema Lawson's work noise, that she had written
Yeah,
so much
I
was
remember.
noise. So
Yeah,
that was like the start of everything. So he's not comfortable with other people also feeling like they know more than him. And it feels like he's an integral part of the team, and without him there's failure. So when there are other people that know more than him in a team, it's even worse. However, now it feels like that's it doesn't exist anymore, because the people that he even thought that were could add here and there, they've left a lot. So the people there are just people that is looking like okay, you guys cannot do anything without me. So
Yeah.
he has just a big ego or whatever. So that's part of it. With task is a thing with him. However, he needs people that can also humble him, and I don't think that a lot of people there right now are doing that. That's the best way to put
including
it.
Sultana, Grace. I
I
mean,
mean,
you saw what Sultana
for the
did, yeah.
task, maybe yes, but the task, the head of house task was, yeah. I mean, it's just for that task, that one. Do you understand? And him losing that was like it felt sore to him that he lost that, and that's the worst part of it. Feeling like he has lost an argument or a fight. So for some people, he picks and chooses. For some people, he'll go back and apologize. That's how he does. He'll provoke you. He'll have the argument. Then later, when nobody is seen, after having the argument and provoking you in public, when nobody is seen, he'll come and apologize to you. It's happened in front of me 1,000 times. I've seen it, and I'm just like, that's very suspicious. And I need people to understand that it is a pattern. But
Okay.
nobody ever listens that this thing is a pattern. So
But Grace, do you think that this week that Sultana told him to go wash the toilet because he wasn't talking?
Oh,
Sultana
that's
said,
crazy. That's wow. I didn't. What happened?
yeah,
Sultana.
and he did in the end.
So some
Because
people
one
are
thing
saying
about
because he likes
him,
to wash toilets before has his bath and all of that.
not really. Okay, so he's not opposed to authority. So he's a very like he's so the thing about people like Faith is that they're very good with systems, authority, things like that. So he won't oppose it. If somebody is the head of house, he will believe that okay, he's supposed to listen to the person or whatever, but he
Okay.
will put up a good fight. So that was what
Mhm.
happened. He just looked at it like, okay, she's the head of the house and he'll do it. However, he's not doing it like he's doing it because he has to do it, or because of the head of house, not because of Sultana. That's the best way to put it.
He's doing it because of the office. Because of
The
the
office,
office.
thank you.
Yeah.
Because of the
Okay.
office. Yes, it's big
Okay.
on the office and authority, yeah.
Okay. So let's talk. What's been the best Saturday night party you've had, or the best that you feel like? Grace, what has been the highlight for you? The parties, the pool parties. I miss what's his name? I miss culture without the L. I miss
Oh,
culture.
Culture is here. Hi, Culture.
Culture here. Culture,
Yeah.
you want to join? We'll say I mean. So I miss culture at the pool party himself and Imisi. Trust me, I miss culture and Imisi in the pool. I miss Joanna at the pool parties also.
Mm.
To be very honest, I feel like those
Yeah,
guys give it the
energy.
vibe. They give it energy. Um, do you miss Bright in the house?
Are you asking me a question?
Yes. Do you miss Bright in the house?
No, not really.
Grace, do you miss Bright in the house? Grace, do you miss Bright in the house?
Um. Yes and no. I mean, I miss seeing his face, and no because he didn't really serve anything. He didn't really give much, you know, because he was glued to yeah. But yes,
Glued to me there.
yeah, exactly. So like
So
so
I'm
far,
not gonna
I
ask you. I'm not gonna ask you be this question. I'm gonna ask Grace. So Bright came out of the house. We saw everything that happened. I had a conversation with him. I didn't even know that you went viral on Twitter. Now, what are your thoughts on the issue he has with apparently he's broken up relationship or they've broken up their relationship, himself and that lady. What are your thoughts on everything that happened? Somebody who you've not seen before, you know, you gave access to your social media and then she cut it off. She started posting cryptic messages. And what are your thoughts on that? Do you think what he did was right? Do you think it was good if he went ahead with Mide? If you were that guy, what do you think?
To be honest, I thought they would have like had some sort of agreement with him going into the house.
Yeah.
Going on this kind of platform, anything can happen. Everyone had their own individual strategies that they would like to follow through, and obviously, you going in knowing
Yeah.
fully well that you have a partner outside the house,
Yeah.
or like we shall like talk about something, right? So I don't know what she was expecting, to be honest. And I heard that it was the second week or third week that she stopped posting things about him. You
Okay.
know, he managed his account, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's funny. So now coming out of the house and the fact that they've broken up, it's like you guys were never that strong, to be honest. Like I don't know their dynamics, but like for him to just spend how many weeks in the house and he has supposedly found the love of his life,
Yep. So
and
the
I
question, a
know.
question, I a question to you before Bara, would you allow your partner to go on Big Brother?
Allow is a strong word. I don't believe in allowing or not allowing partners to do things, but I know the context you're speaking, so I'll speak in that context.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't really mind. I don't care. I was going to say I don't give a shit, but yeah, that's the truth. Because I believe in adults. I believe in autonomy in relationships fully. In the way that an adult is an adult. Even if your partner doesn't go to Big Brother house, if they want to do something with other people, they'll do it, and
Yeah.
you wouldn't be able to stop them or even see. At least it's a national TV. Let everybody be seeing us. But but I just believe that it's less about the person going on national TV and doing whatever or being in that space. The space contributes. People are lonely. People need people. People go and find people. You know how in real life you're getting to know somebody and you see them today, but you don't see them till like next week Monday or next week Friday or something. But you're speaking on the phone. But in
Yeah.
that house, it feels like it is accelerated. Like you're seeing this person today. Your bed is beside them. You're talking before you go to bed. By the next 2 days, both of you are now sleeping on your twin bed. You're now talking, 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 talking. It's almost like I say it's almost like packing in or moving in with your partner before you actually be in the relationship, because
Oh.
every single conversation you're having with the person, like is going on and on and on. It's fast. I don't think people understand how fast it is until you get into the house, where you connect with somebody that is almost like ticking all your boxes. And imagine being able to see them all the time. You're not distracted by phones, you're not distracted by sometimes other people. You want to get to know them, and I would say that there are things that also make it easier to get to know them, there. Like for instance, you can be in the same team with them, so you have to cooperate with them, understand how they think. It's
Yep.
just so many things or so many factors that could make it look like you just it's not 2 weeks, but 2 weeks actually feels like 2 months there, because you've gone through all the processes that will get you into like a proper relationship within that short period of time. So will I allow my partner? Absolutely, it's my partner's prerogative, like to get into something or not. Like it's their business. At the end of the day, they owe me exclusivity, and if they don't want to give that to me, or if they can't give that to me after a period of time, that's their problem, not mine. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So tonight we have the Sunday live eviction shows, the final one, and
Yeah.
we have Zita. Zita's there. Absolutely. We have who else do we have there? We have Zita,
The people.
Mide,
Okay.
Dede, Imisi,
Sister Isabella.
Isabella, Faith,
Uh-huh.
Jason, Kola, Ruboy, Coin. Who is going
Yeah.
home? Who is going home tonight? I need so we're already after the people in the finals, and
Yeah.
we have 10 people who are up for possible eviction,
Yeah.
right
And there's a
now,
top 10, yeah?
and there's a top 10. Definitely, I feel like they might even have a dinner of the top 10. I think sometimes that stuff happens, and don't be you see anytime we have that stuff. Sometimes people comes into the house and
Mm.
evicts people, takes people with him
Randomly, yeah.
randomly.
Crystal,
So who do you think will not make it to the top 10 tonight? Let me mention again: Dede, Imisi, Isabella, Zita, Mide. From the ladies first. Dede, Imisi, Isabella, Zita, Mide. Who will not make it to the 10th week?
I'll flip it and say we will make it. Um, and that is don't even smile. See, if it's I will flip it. There's nothing that can happen. I believe Dede, Imisi are
Okay.
going to make it. For the girls, I think Dede and Imisi are absolutely strong content. I even think they're top three. Um,
Okay.
Imisi and Dede will make it for the girls. That's
Okay.
it. Then for the guys,
Faith,
there's if
Jason, Kola, Ruboy, Coin.
Color Coin Ruboy.
Kola, Coin, Ruboy. Faith, no Faith.
Oh, and Faith. Sorry, I had Jason, but I didn't hear Faith.
There's
Faith.
Faith, there's Jason, there's Kola, there's Ruboy, and there's Coin.
Ooh, okay. I've already given two. There's already three in there. Five. Okay, five. So I would say Faith. I'll say Kola. I'll say Ruboy and Coin. I think those four people. I feel like if it's a top 10, those four
Yeah.
people. However, if it's less than that, Coin and Collar acquired, Coin Collar Brew Boy. I don't know. See, okay, four of them, to be honest, this year is actually quite strong. It's just I'm not sure about Jason. I don't know how strong or not strong like his fan base is. It's not something
Yeah.
I've particularly paid attention to at all. Or just noticed his fans are just always harassing me. So I never just care.
Why is fans harassing you? Why
So
Jason's
like
fans
one of the
harassing you?
first fights that happened, you see, another one is here. I told you that's their work. One of the first fights that ever happened was me and Jason J, and since then it's just been like because I never just care. It's not like I don't like Jason J. It's not everybody you connect with in the house, I guess. So we're never quite connected. We talked about having conversations, sort of like would have conversation, but I didn't just stay long enough for those conversations. So I don't know anything about his fan base. I think anytime they just come to my DMs because I don't call his name. You know how people ask, "Oh, what's your top five?" I never just call his name in top five, and they'll just come and be like, "Oh, why are you not calling Jason's name? Why are you not calling Jason's name?" So it tires me out. So I just don't bother because I ignore name comments for a living.
Okay. Okay, great. So who do you think is going home tonight?
For the girls, I feel Mide. I don't know, compared to the other contenders, I don't really think she's that strong. How many should I mention?
So we have Dede, Imisi, Isabella, Zita, and Mide. I want to see the top
So
30
I
girls that will be out.
okay, so I feel Imisi for sure, Didi as well, and
Isabella or
it's
Zita?
between exactly it's between Isabella or Sita. I feel
Isabella.
maybe
Isabella. This Isabella, like in this matter,
for sure.
if anybody is going to go in, like I would be very glad if it's Mide because Mide is my friend. Like I would be so happy if it's Mide because there's always somebody in the year that you never expect. Like for Christ's sake, like nobody expected K-pop. I'm absolutely glad.
K-Baba bought it with money. It's not by votes. You
Good.
just know that.
And it should be like that. Like good. If Mide should answer the call and they say Mide, she should enter. That's what I love to see. Because I feel
Yeah.
like, she's also tried in the season, coming from somebody that was very quiet in the season, like at the beginning,
Yeah.
quite quiet to somebody that just became, an integral part of the house. I'm very, very
Yeah.
proud that like she turned things around like that because it's not easy on the show to do it that fast. Because me knowing myself too, it was taking me time, like to come out of. It's not easy. That house can be exhausting, overwhelming. So I'm very happy she was able to do that for herself and get to week 9. So if there's that random person, they say someone always sneaks. Let it be Mide. I'm rooting for Mide to sneak away to the finale.
Oh, I
Yeah, she
see.
seems sweet.
Okay, so those are your choices.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Somebody's saying
Yeah.
Mide is not your friend, IB. We
He's
have
not.
found him.
Oh my god. Thank you. Mm.
Okay, so somebody's asking when are you gonna come to South Africa? Maybe for Bar. I know. When I come to South Africa.
Will I come to South Africa? It depends. I think like I have a couple of people in South Africa that actually have fans. Because when I check my stats, South Africa is actually way up there. And also when I get what would I call it? When I get messages, a lot of South Africans actually like, send messages and send their support when I get that. So if I have an opportunity to come to South Africa and there's like stuff to do, I don't believe in just standing up and going. So if I have holiday or stuff to do in South Africa, absolutely.
But do you think, finally, Grace, do you think that we might have a shocker from Faith?
I hope so. Wait, what do you mean by shocker? What do you mean by shocker? In a good or
Uh,
in a bad way?
do you think that Faith might win the show?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, I genuinely don't want that to happen because, like, his ego is a lot. To be honest, he has a very strong ego, and I wouldn't want someone like that to be the winner. Because, like, what are you trying to like teach people outside? What message are you trying to pass across? Right? People that are proud or that like, you know, can do this kind of thing and also like win. I don't want that to happen. Yeah.
You don't want Faith to win.
Yeah, but I don't think he's gonna win. I don't think he's gonna win.
Wow. Okay, and I know,
Do you
I
know
know that.
something? You look like there's something like there's an information.
No, 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 because I mean, I go through what's happening on social media, and I think the
Yeah.
two strongest fan bases that we have right now are like, I don't know what the Immersive fan base is called. You see, the fans of Immersive and the fans of Faith are two strong fan bases
Yeah.
that you cannot joke about. Trust me. See, faithfuls, get ready to face the world tonight. Voting lines open right after this. So, because once the voting lines open tonight, you have 4 days to do what you have to
Well,
do.
I think for the finale it's longer, yes?
I think it's maybe till Friday or something, maybe
It's like
Saturday,
Friday,
depends.
yeah, so
Yeah,
Friday or
yeah, it's
Saturday.
Friday.
But for the finale it's way longer.
So trust me, this weekend, see, there's no clear winner as we speak. Somebody told Oluwatobi say the Joba 606, right? That's a Mrs. fan base, right? But
Hmm.
I think that it is a game. Somebody's saying it is a game, he's not proud. That's what they're saying about Faith. And I think I'll also try to understand what this person is saying now, main ID. It is a game. Remember that if you don't win that money, it's on you. If you make it to week 10 and you don't win that money, it is on you. I don't know how much it is right now because I don't know if it's 150 million. Caller rejected.
No,
Caller
that money can
rejected.
never be 80 million again.
Caller rejected an opportunity to do pedicure for himself and the house for 1 million. 1 million naira. Why do I feel like Big Brother doesn't want to give any money this season? Because Big Brother feels
At
like he's
this
going to give
point,
the person 15 million and be going home. Trust me,
I'm
man.
telling you.
But I think personally for me that we have two strong fan base in Missy and Faith. And we'll get to see who would win. In Missy, yes, in Missy's tips to win. She's a lady. We've not had a lady win in a while after Fina, you know. But we're hoping that the best man wins this season, right? I just want to say thank you. Give a shout out to everybody who's joined you. Give a shout out to your fans and tell them,
Hi guys,
yeah.
thank you for joining. Someone asked if when I'm coming to Abuja, if I'm coming soon. Yes, 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 pretty soon actually. I have some stuff to do in Abuja, so I'm coming very soon. But thank you guys for supporting. Thank you to my lovers, my haters. Thank you. I
And
don't really
everyone in
care. Everybody,
between.
And everybody
everybody
in
in
between.
between, man.
All right, Grace, let's
And
have
yeah, I
you.
would really be happy if a woman wins this year. Always, always happy for a female winner.
Of course.
Um, and I think, yeah, for the people, and I think I think some people in particular are deserving to be able to carry the show. Um, there are two women that have really, really carried the show for this season, and if any of them emerges the winner, I'll be very happy.
When who are those?
No, Dede and Imisi. Dede and
Okay.
Imisi, absolutely. They've carried the show this year. Like the storyline of this show has been both of
Will
them.
never be
You know,
complete without them.
without them, and there's also Faith too that has really, really, and his own is like nothing has to do with another person. He's a standalone, just like Imisi,
One man
very
the show.
standalone. And I love situations like that because coming to Big Brother other season, everybody just thought like you have to come and be in love or you have to
Yeah.
have something with people, but those people they've proven that you can be alone and you can win a show. So there are very lovely qualities that Faith has, and I'm glad I was able to show those lovely qualities. But
Yeah.
the show exposes different parts of you. Do you understand? the same way everybody would be like, "Oh my God, IB, we're so intelligent," but you were not good picking friends on the show. Like everybody has like everything that's happens to them on the show. So I'm happy and very happy for everybody that made it this far, right? And yeah, just grateful that I got to experience this whole thing. So see you guys on the party day, I guess.
The party day, yeah, you're gonna be at the final party, right? The final day of the party. Grace, did you see the guests that came into the house to see the housemates? Did you see Mensah's own? Mensah still cried into the house. Do you think that guy's being
Aw,
dramatic? Because people's
that's so
parents came
nice.
into the house.
Hello.
Yeah, so Kola's mom came, Mide's
Oh,
mom came, who else again we saw? Somebody else's mom came again. Cable Boss mom
It
came.
is mom came.
Yeah, Mide's mom came to the house. A lot of other people came into the house. So, but I hope that the best man wins at the end of the day. To be very
yeah,
honest,
of course, of course.
my top two on stage. What are your top two that will make it on stage? The final top two. Grace.
Emisi and Coin.
Huh? Wake up. Come on, wake up. Emisi and Coin.
I
No,
don't
no,
know.
she's not far.
Yeah,
I don't think.
to be
I don't think
honest,
that's an
Coin
operator's
has a
top
very
two.
strong
Yeah.
fan base. Very strong.
Coin. I'm
I'm telling
surprised.
you.
Are you part of his fan base?
I'm indifferent.
Okay.
I'm indifferent.
Ibi, the top two on stage. Two people who will stand on stage.
Me? Stop talking about top two and top five now. You should know this by now. I know people that I hope to see there. I
Okay.
hope to see a top five of
Okay.
Imisi Dede, Coin.
Okay.
That fifth one, honestly, Ruboy. Could be Ruboy, could be Kola.
Emisi,
But I
Dede,
think that those
Coin.
people, Kola or Ruboy, can take the fifth. So it's Ruboy. I really am rooting for him because he's really tried. Another
Yeah,
person has been a standalone person for a while.
Yeah.
From the
yeah.
first day that we got to the house, and we're friends. And so it's like Ruboy. I think that top five is going to be a little hard, but those are the people that I think that are going to make it. Faith is also somebody that honestly I would be surprised if he's top five because his fan base really grew and they're big. They're big. I see them too. But we never know. With the way this season has been from the beginning, nobody knows who you're going to see as winner, top five, top two, top three. You're just gonna wake up
Right.
and see somebody there and be surprised.
Okay.
That is what that's what it is. But those are the people that I pretty much hope that I see
Right.
because they've given a very, very good game and just all of that.
Shout out to all the fans of Faith, Ruboy, everybody shouting Faith for
I'm
the money.
telling
Sushi
you.
Lemo. Shout out to everybody shouting Faith for the money. I've seen the Missy fans here, I've seen Ruboy fans here. I've not seen any Coin fan here, but yeah, shout out to everyone. I want to say thank you to you, Grace. Thank you so much. Thank you to you, AB for Barry. You guys made this conversation
Yeah,
interesting.
well,
And thank you for making this conversation a worthy one. Big shout out to Gordon. Shall we? Thank you for sponsoring this live. And of course, we'll wait to see who will win the show next week and who's going home tonight. I feel like three people will leave the show tonight, and then we have the top 10, right? And I
how
was,
many are they now?
there are 13. Three people are in the finals. 10 people
Oh,
are up
okay.
for promotion.
Oh, that's seven. So three people will most likely go. Oh,
Yeah, so if three people leave, we have the top 10. And I think that so far so good. It's always nice that we have the top 10 in the final week to make sure that the house is not boring. We've had a season where we
mm,
had just five people, and then the house was boring for throughout the week. Everybody was like, what's happening here? But I think that the organizers, Multi Choice, already know that, okay, this way, we leave 10 people in the house. There's still going to be drama this week. Forget it. There will still be
yeah.
Okay.
drama. I think this week has
No,
given us
and
drama back to back.
we're also a lot, so it was difficult to remove so many people at once. If not, they would have been taking out like five, four. We came as
Yeah.
30, no, 29, and that's not something that typically happens. So we're supposed to be 30. We came as 29. So
You came as 29. Yes.
yeah.
And go ahead, I'm listening to you. Yeah.
No, yeah. So I was saying that we're actually a lot. We came as 29. So top 10 is not surprising. Other seasons they don't come as that. I think they come less or whatever. But the way they take them out too is a lot, a lot, a lot. But here they were doing two, two. First of all, we had a week nobody went home. We had 2 weeks nobody went
2
home
weeks,
actually.
nobody went home. Yeah.
and in the middle. So the top
Right.
10 is not surprising because that means they would have to do a lot of uprooting and post show. It's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
easy doing all those media rounds, and that would have just been a lot. But then again, if they are doing media rounds once with 10 people, that's a lot too. So
So I
yeah,
think that they will start evicting people during the week. Yes.
during the week, yes.
I feel like some people will leave the house during the week, and then maybe like Friday. But I think that on Saturday you have everyone, and then on Sunday we'll probably just have maybe top six in the house.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
top
top
six
six.
or top
Yeah,
five or
because
something. Yeah,
media rounds
that
with
would
10,
that's not bad.
media rounds with 10 people will be a lot. Trust, even with 6 people, even with five
Yeah,
people, the media rounds will be a lot. But we're here for all of you. Or if you like, let it be 30 media rounds. We'll do it. All right, guys. We'll see you later tonight. Let's all go watch the show and see who
yeah.
makes it into the top 10. Thank you so much, guys. We love you. Until next
Thank you for
time.
having us.
All right,
Bye,
guys.
guys.
Bye. Bye. Thank you
Bye.
very much. Bye. Bye.